Police officers seem to know everything about the law, but do they know more than someone who teaches it? Today we'll be watching these epic encounters where cops go against a law professor and get taught some tough lessons about their job. Starting off, Chile de Castro, a community law professor, was returning from his university when two police officers pulled him over. Let's see how that conversation goes.
Hey!
Do you have a driver's license, please, insurance and registration?
I sure do.
Okay.
Is there a reason why you pulled me over?
Yes, there is. You ran a red light when you were at University and Rural, and then you made an improper turn right here. When you cut the car off, that was the lane number L2. Do you have a driver's license, please?
I do, but it's in here. You're not going to be scared if I reach it, are you?
Do you have any weapons?
Well, I don't answer any questions, but you can clearly see inside of my vehicle, I have camera equipment. I'm a TV producer.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license, please?
I do.
Could you grab it for me, please?
But I did a U-turn where the road was closed. I just want you to notice that.
All right. Could you give me your driver's license, please?
I can, but I got to reach in here, and I don't want you to be scared.
Just give me your driver's license.
This is the Mullen Commission. I teach constitutional law.
Okay.
And you guys are just tyrants. Like, I'm not usually this close to someone who's just so dangerous that carries a gun around pulling people over, demanding things. It's like, it's absolutely ridiculous the way you guys behave, and you wonder why people don't like you. I mean, look how you're behaving. You didn't see the road was closed back there?
I'm just asking for your
But
identification.
you didn't see the road was closed. It was plain as day the road was closed. You didn't see that?
I need your driver's license, your insurance, registration, please.
Listen, you can be short all you want, but I don't exactly drive around with my identification showing for people to see it. I mean, I can't believe you even pulled me over, to be honest. You could clearly see that road was closed. You didn't see the road was closed?
I saw, but I also saw that you were stopped at a red light, and you turned left at a red light, and then I also saw right here, you turned left from lane number L1 and straight into lane number 2 and cut off the other vehicle that was in
I didn't
another
cut
lane
off any vehicles, officer. Don't make things up.
All right,
I got a camera in here, so don't say things that aren't true. I didn't cut off anybody.
When the professor got out to get his registration, the other cop tried to pick a fight with him, only to realize he messed with the wrong person.
Let me see if it's Let me just take a look and see. Oh, it's on the other side. Let me get my
on the passenger side?
I can get it. I don't need you. I don't need your help. You can. I'm not a criminal, so get the fuck off of me, brother.
I'm gonna have you wait in your car.
No, I'm gonna grab my registration like you asked me to do.
Sir, I'm gonna have you wait in your car.
You're not giving me a lawful order. I teach constitutional law. Be very careful what you do.
Okay, this is.
Be very careful. I'm going. You're not
for
officer safety under Terry versus
safety.
Ohio. I'm Pennsylvania versus Mims right now. I'm outside of my car. The 1978 holding. Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm allowed to go over and get my registration as he asked me to do. Stop demanding. Look what he's doing. He's demanding me around.
Yes.
This is not a lawful order.
I'm directing you back into your vehicle.
No, because I said don't tell me what to. You cannot demand that I do unlawful orders. I teach constitutional law. Be very careful, officer.
Okay.
You don't think that it'll affect you, but by about the second year, when I get into your jacket and you get a complaint on your jacket, and then you get demoted from overtime, and then that affect your pension.
Get your hand out of my face.
My hand's not in your face. I'm having a discussion like a regular.
Again,
now you're touching me. Get your fucking hands
you
off
moved
me.
into me. I was standing right here.
Look, who's walking up and doing what to who?
I'm not moving at all.
I'm not under arrest, and since I'm clearly going to identify I don't have any weapons, now he can't Terry stop me. Do you see the difference? If he didn't know I didn't have weapons, then he could handcuff me. But because now if he does handcuff me, he's working outside of the color of law. And that's U.S. Code 18, Section 242. You can't let tyrants like this push you around. He literally was physically touching me, when if he didn't have that badge and gun, he would never do that to me. Ever, because he knows better. He knows what would happen. Don't you? Without that badge and gun, we both know what would happen. You're the beta male. I'm the alpha male. And you know that. And you're scared. And you know you are. That's why you have your hand on your gun. Because you're scared. Look. He's scared, as he should be, because a real man faced me man to man, not without the badge and gun. You see, he put his hands on me and physically touched me because he's working inside of the color of law. Now, if he puts me in handcuffs after I showed him that I don't have a weapon, that's an illegal detainment, which means I could sue his ass personally. He no longer has qualified immunity. But see, he's a Neanderthal. He doesn't have any other skill sets. So you guys can see I'm showing the coward. There's the 1977 holdings of Pennsylvania versus Mims. That's an extension of Terry versus Ohio. Now see, what the coward here is trying to do is he wants to Terry stop me and put his hands on me. But what he doesn't understand is that Pennsylvania versus Mims has a very explicit statute. The officer has to believe that I'm armed and dangerous before he can jerk me out of my car or detain me with handcuffs. So show me what my camera gear in my backpack here, what would make you assume that I'm armed and dangerous? And why are you up on me, right? It's like, this is the way American police treat American citizens. It's completely uncalled for. And they pulled me over because there was a road down there that was.
Your citation, you have to take it by the.
What's my citation
17th
for?
of January for red light violation, improper turn. The back of the citation.
You couldn't see the road was closed
Have a
back
good night,
there?
sir.
Oh, go to hell, dude. You guys are both authoritarian. Oh, can I walk over here now? Are you still scared, copper? Are you still scared? Are you still scared? Are you still scared? Yeah, coward. See you next time, coward.
The cop really struggled there, and when the professor asked for his business card, he just ignored him and left. Moving on, this group of Flagler County Sheriff's deputies were taken to a quick law class by the following guy who was being harassed for filming in public.
What's your name and badge number?
Are you videotaping license plates?
I'm going to tell you right now, okay? If you come out here and you even tell me I can't record something from a public easement, I'm going to hold you liable under Chapter 21, Title 42, United States Code, Section 1983 and 1985 for conspiracy. You're dismissed.
I'm dismissed.
You're dismissed.
Pretty sure I just asked you a question.
No more questions. I don't answer questions.
All I'm asking.
I want an attorney present. I want an attorney present for any questions that you have.
All I'm asking is just don't cause a disturbance to the people, okay?
I don't care what you're asking. You're dismissed.
I do need you to provide me information.
I'm not going to give you ID.
You actually have to.
What crime do you suspect me of?
There is no crime.
Okay, so in Florida, if there is no crime, then I do not have to identify myself. Go f yourself. I'm not going to ID. I totally 100,000% refuse. I have not committed a crime. You cannot articulate a crime. You just said it in front of 27 people that I didn't commit a crime. If I have not committed a crime, then I do not need to ID.
Why are you getting considerate?
I am not going to give you my ID. You have 3 deep right now, which is an intimidation against my rights. It is an intimidation against my rights. 42 USC Section 1983 for violation of 1st and 14th, Article 5 under the 14th Amendment, civil rights. You guys want to play games? I'm telling you right now, I can pro say this. You're going to lose your qualified immunity. I don't want to talk to you. Get the hell away from me. Well, I'm not going to give you ID.
Okay, you're to listen to me now.
No, I'm not going to listen to you right now. I don't give a rat's ass what you have to say. So you can say whatever you want, but you're on... I know I'm fine to be here and do what I'm doing, and I'm not going to ID to you, and I don't really care what you have to say. I'm going to talk over you because what you have to say is really unimportant to me. So I'm going to continue to talk over you. What you're saying is a waste of time. I can't even understand you, so just piss off and get lost.
Alright, look, man. Just don't.
I don't really care what you have to say. Get lost.
Don't be yelling.
I don't care what you have to say. Get lost.
I'm sure they'll think twice before stopping anyone again for filming in public. I can't believe they still tried to ask for his ID even after admitting the man hadn't committed any crime. Up next, 2 young women were protesting peacefully against the pigeon shooting club when Sergeant Joseph Blickley was summoned along with his compatriot. Unfortunately for both of them, one of them was a lawyer who made sure to remind the sheriff about the laws.
Do you have the audio on those cameras?
Yes.
Okay, would you mind turning the audio off?
No, I don't need to.
Okay.
Do I have to repeat what I just said?
Well, I
to this
think
young
this is
lady?
public access here.
Well, you're on private property and you're past
Well, I
that
think it's
point.
public. Well, I think this is
I think
public
you're past-
access.
You understand you have every right to protest, but that you can't be on their property without their consent.
Okay.
You can be on public property, you can be on the roadway where it does not impede traffic, but they have the right to ask you to leave the property.
Okay. Well, there is public access along here, so it goes to a certain point. So I think we're within that point.
You are understanding that you're creating a safety hazard.
No, I don't think we are.
Well, I am telling you that you are.
Well, what basis do you have for that? Because I'm telling you
You're
we're
in
not.
the roadway right now, creating a
Well,
safety hazard.
so are you.
For people to come in.
So are the police
Because
officers.
You're here, I have to be here.
Well, I think we're standing by the side of the road. We were not in the road.
Identification, please.
I don't on me, no.
You don't have an
No,
identification?
I don't have identification on me, no.
Okay, you have no idea.
On me, no. Why do you need my name?
We're here on a police call, we're having contact with you, and we're going to identify you and name you on our police report. That's what we do.
Okay, well, I'd rather not give you my name.
You're audio taping us, and I asked you not to do that under Pennsylvania wiretap laws.
Okay.
Okay, she told me she's not audio taping, video audio taping. I have no problem with that. I'm asking you to do the same thing.
Okay, can we get a supervisor here?
I am one.
Okay, what about, how about you, above you?
That's not possible right now.
Okay. You're going to take me into custody because of suspicion of violation of the wiretap law?
Did I ever say that? I asked for
Well,
your
you asked for
name.
my ID, so I'm under suspicion for something, and you said the wiretap law. But
You
you said
asked-
the reason that you wanted my name and not hers was because of the wiretap law.
But I never said I was taking you into custody.
Okay, well then I don't think I need to give you my name.
Every police call that we go on, we identify who we talk to, who called the police, who we're talking to,
Well,
and they go in the police report.
Unless I'm under suspicion for something, I don't think I'm required to give you my name. I don't think I am. If you say I'm under suspicion for violation of the federal wiretap law or the Pennsylvania wiretap law, that's why you need my name, I'll give you my name.
I kindly asked you to stop audio taping. That's all I did.
Okay, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, and I
And-
said that I understand. I'm a lawyer,
Okay.
well versed in the law. I've prosecuted cases under the federal and the Pennsylvania state wiretapping law. I know that this is
Okay.
legal.
Okay.
So, you're telling me you don't think it is, and you want my name to fill out in your report because you think I'm violating the wiretapping law. That doesn't make sense to me. Because if you think I'm
Okay.
violation of a crime, wouldn't you want to take me into custody and get all my information?
I never said that.
Okay, well then I'm not in violation of a crime.
This lady is running circles around the sergeant, and he has absolutely nowhere to hide.
We cannot have you stand in the driveway here
Okay.
on this side of State Road where this is plowed because they've maintained it and they don't want you on the driveway.
Okay.
If you want to stand on the other side of these snow banks, you can do that, okay? We're going to find out through the township exactly where their property line is, but for right now, we're going to ask you not to impede their traffic and not to stand in this driveway.
Moving on, civil rights attorney Emmanuel Olawale was putting trash in a dumpster outside his office when these two cops came on the scene and tried to racially profile him. Let's see what happens next.
Yeah, if you don't mind, can we see your ID? That's a slick business card.
Yep.
All right. I'll give it to him. You can keep doing what you're doing. We're kind of concerned. Yeah, seeing somebody dump a bunch of stuff there. So, all right.
Just don't run it. Don't run my ID. Don't run your ID? You have no reason to.
Well, we're going to at least mark it down. We're going to take down your information.
Nope. I'm on my property. Put in trash in mine.
Okay, this is not just your property. It's several people's property.
I understand.
Okay.
But I'm not violating any law. So don't
No
run
one
my
said that
ID.
you were violating any law.
No. Don't run my ID. I'm a lawyer. I know my rights.
Okay.
I'm not violating any law. I'm on my property. There's no suspicion. No one called anybody. So don't run my ID. I only identified myself so that this won't escalate.
That's fine, but we can still mark down who we're out with, and so that's what we're going to do.
No, don't
Yes.
turn this into an issue.
Sir, you are turning this into an issue. We're just simply marking down who we're out with.
Yeah.
So he's just going to write it down on a piece of paper. Yeah.
Just your name. Why?
Because, sir, we are out with you because we were concerned that you were illegally dumping.
But you've already discovered. Do you want me to show you my office?
I understand that you're here, but I don't know if this dumpster belongs to you or somebody else in the
It
complex.
belongs to me.
To you and you alone.
Yes.
Can you prove that that dumpster belongs to you and you alone?
This dumpster belongs to the property.
Okay,
and I'm
that's my-
dumping my stuff in there.
That's my point, though, is that if it's also other units,
So what? It belongs to everybody. We're paying for
Okay.
it. It doesn't really matter if it belongs to all the units.
that's fine.
Just give me back my ID. Thank
There.
you. Yeah, I understand you came to check, but trying to run my ID to find anything, no, that's illegal.
That is not illegal. But okay, you can finish dumping if you like.
Thank you.
This officer needed some lessons on the law, and the following guy made sure to give the best free education on it he could.
Hey, sir, you can't be videoing here.
What's that?
You gotta have a permit to video here.
Permit? Is this open to the public? Right here?
On a government facility, you gotta have a permit to be filming out here.
What law is that? What law is it?
It's county law. You cannot film on government property. You gotta have a permit. Everybody that comes out from the TV stations, they have to go to the office and get a permit
Okay.
to video out here.
Well, I guess I'm going to challenge you on that because that may be your policy. It's not law. I have a legal right to film in public, and they want you to enforce the policy. And policy doesn't trump my right to film in public. I'm not going into the building. I'm out here in public. It's publicly accessible. So when you tell me what you told me, you can't state a law, and I understand that because there is no law. It's a First Amendment protected activity, and that's why I'm out here. I'm out here to educate you and others that we have a right to film in public.
The following lady was recording at a public property when someone called the cops. Officer Weiss here tries his best, but he doesn't know he's up against someone who knows the law better than him.
What's the purpose of your recording?
For public use, for public publishment.
What are you recording specifically?
The FAA.
What about that?
Just public interest.
What kind of public interest?
Well, it's the FAA.
So it's obviously a secure facility, and you know, with global and domestic, international, you know what kind of concern your behavior might elicit. Okay.
I understand that's probably why
we need to make sure that you're not trying to record FAA patterns in terms of who's coming in or out of the facility, and that kind of stuff. It's security issues, okay? So that's why they're stopping you.
May I ask you this? Are you aware of the 2010 or 2018 DHS memo that makes it perfectly legal for any photographer to video record or photograph a federal facility from a public spot?
No, can you show that to me?
I don't have a copy of it with me. You can do a Google search.
So are you just out here to kind of prove that point, or are you out here for a legitimate purpose? It's an FAA facility. You're aware of that. You're aware that it's a secure facility, okay? So that is my job, because you and I both know, and I'll just be blunt about it, okay? Huge issue these days, okay?
Let me interject, because when was the last time that we were attacked by a attack?
I could go check dates, okay?
Well, when you do that, go check the 2018 DHS memo that says you must approach me in a polite and respectful manner,
Okay.
and the act of photography is not a reason to initiate a, if you will, a Terry interview. You can.
It is.
No, it is not. It
So here's the
clearly
deal, okay?
states you can initiate a consensual conversation,
Which I did.
and I can walk away at any point.
Well, no, now you're being detained because I need to dispel my concern about what you're doing here.
Why am I being detained, sir?
Suspicious activity.
Photography cannot be used.
You and I are going to go around in a circle.
No, sir. Please let me finish. I don't have an ID.
You don't have an ID?
No.
Okay. Can
May
you
I-
give me your name?
No. Could I please request a sergeant? Because, with all due respect, you are incorrect.
I'm not.
Yes, sir.
No. What am I incorrect about?
About the fact that photography can be used as suspicion of a crime.
Just sit here, okay? I'm going to talk to this officer.
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are. Yep.
For what crime?
I told you suspicious activity. I need to dispel my
What is
concerns
this suspicious activity?
about. I already told you.
The officer couldn't prove anything, and when a sergeant came onto the scene as requested by the auditor, the officer had to let go of her.
Be able to give me your name so I can just properly document this. That way, if you're doing nothing wrong, it'll reflect that, and then we can just go about our way. Obviously, as long as you stay on the public property,
yep,
you're fine, okay? As
Yes.
of right now, they're their own federal regulations, rules and regulations, so that's what they're trying to uphold.
Right.